Hi, good afternoon everyone, and welcome to the channel once again. Thanks again for tuning in. This week, different. It's going to be a video about influences, things that get me influenced in photography, things that will help you in photography and influence you, hopefully. And it will involve a stash of magazines. Before we go into that, bit of news. So the channel, of course, is very new, as you know. I'm very new to you guys. You've just met me. You're still getting used to my kind of videos. At the moment, I feel the videos are not working. They're working in the sense of taking the picture, etc. But for me to get the quality I want to get to you, to the level I want to get to, I don't think that's working as yet. So what I'm doing is taking a couple of weeks off. I'm going to be back in the middle of September, around about the 18th. I think it works out as a Monday. And what I'm going to be doing during that time is tweaking things to make visually appealing to you as a landscape photographer, to you as in taking better footage. So we'll be working on things like the back of the camera. When I actually film the back of the camera, there seems to be a shakiness to the camera and it just looks really bad. So that's one thing I'll be sorting out good and proper. A couple of things, the format of it will change slightly. It'll still be woodland photography, and I'll still be doing talks about taking pictures, etc. Nothing changes there, but I will be adding facts and things in, as well as just taking pictures. So this video, things that get us interested in photography, and let's talk about my private stash of magazines. Talk about things that inspire us as photographers. One of the things is magazines. Photography magazines, of course. So glad you stuck around. So the Outdoor Photography magazine is one I get regularly. Quite a good magazine. It goes over quite a lot of things from different experiences of landscape photographers, outdoors, because I go outdoors. Yeah, so magazines, of course, will give us inspiration. Seeing these pictures like this, does inspire us, of course, to get out whatever genre you like. When you see things like this and read about the story of the person taking the shot, it really inspires. It certainly inspires me anyway. So magazines is number one. And number two, book. And I will show you some more photography books later. Go into like Simon Baxter, etc., and how they inspire myself and you. And I will recommend a couple of books to you as well. Next thing is social media and going through different platforms. Social media is always great to actually go into and look at other people's work, take inspiration from them, learn new things, and perhaps maybe change your photography genre to other types of photography. Something that I enjoy regularly looking at is other people's work. Neil Burnell, great photographer, we're doing woodland. Flickr is one that's always forgotten about. And Flickr doesn't reduce the image quality you upload, so generally it has a very subtle effect, but it may be more noticeable if you've recently changed on how you take or edit your photos. But yeah, they do apply a light sharpening when you, of course, resize the photos that you display, unlike Facebook, etc., where you go into and they compress your image, so there's a lot of stuff missing. But yeah, they are good for that. Flickr, they do give you your full quality of your image. But yeah, as I say, if you edit it, it depends if you edit it or if you reduce the size of the image, that could affect it, of course. But yeah, so Flickr's one. Yeah, the other thing, of course, is Twitter. Yeah, Twitter's good as well, not just for photography, but just to get in contact with like-minded people you like. Great photographers like Nick Hansen is on there. All the good photographers are on it, of course, and also read about what people are up to, what photographers are up to, what they're doing now. There's a lot of good ones I've actually kept in contact with. TikTok is another one which you can do videos on, of course, but you can do your slideshows if you're a photographer. The good thing about it is that people who storytell on it, like photography or any other kind of hobby or interest you have, it's good for that, to put, you document what you're doing, etc. Yeah, Vero's another thing, another good platform. A lot more people are using it. It's a very nice templates you've got on it. And as you see here, some excellent work by excellent photographers who I've friended. And it's, what I like about the interface of it, yeah, it's not cluttered like Twitter or anything like that. So for example, if I go to my account, you can see at the top you can put your featured images, and so you've got a lot of different types of media you can add to it. You can add intros, you can add photos, you can add videos, links, music, movies, TVs, books, places, apps. Yep, it does quite a lot. So it's quite a useful tool. So Vero's another one. And of course, as ever, you get a lot of different photographers who share their work, and really some talented guys out there. I'm actually known there's a few good photographers out there who just use Vero, and that's it. So, well, it's whatever you think is for you, of course. So that's the social media, and what else? Also getting influences from books you read, not just for the photography aspect, but just learning about what you are photographing. Now, if we understand more about the tree or trees we're photographing, it will of course make us look at it more in a different way. Probably help us compose the image in a better way to highlight these things we know about the tree, and give us a better understanding what we're photographing above all. And this happens in any photography genre. Learning about the subject you're photographing, to me, is paramount. This particular book you're looking at just now is called Into the Forest, The Secret of Language of Trees by Susan Tyler Hitchcock. Yep, this next book is called Trees in the Wild by Gerald Wilkinson, published in 1973. I think it was 72 it first came out. This book I've got is 73. This is a good bedtime read, this one. It's called One Man's Wilderness on Alaskan Odyssey. It's by Sam Smith from the Journals of Photographing of Dick Provanek, and forward by Nick Offerman. It's about a man named Dick Provanek. He gave everything up to living his life in the woods. Very fascinating book. Good bedtime read, I'd say, definitely. This book needs no introduction. It's by Peter Woolman. It makes the case of the forest as a social network, and he draws on groundbreaking scientific discoveries. Really good book. Ray Mears, British Woodlands, mainly about bushcraft. Very fascinating. Talks about all aspects of why we need trees in our life. Very good read. Simon Baxter and Joe Cornish, Woodland Sanctuary. It was really good. This book is mainly on the kind of backdrop of the gallery they had together last year. Some of the pictures I had up were amazing. Wasn't lucky enough to see it, unfortunately. I'm sure some of you guys have been, but this is a really good book to go through. Really gets me encouraged to get out and shoot with the camera, and there's really nice anecdotes, etc. That they are afraid of time. That image is amazing. Now the next one, of course, Gather in Time. Beautiful book, full of inspirational images. Also, we learn more about Simon Baxter as a photographer, and how the woodland helped his mental health, and also his back pain he went through. With the help of his dog he got called Meg as a pup, and also the woodlands, that helped him and encouraged him to photograph trees. Photography apps are always a good way of gaining knowledge. PhotoPills, for example, is a tool that you can look at, and it does help you on the field when you're out there. I feel it's always important when you come to a place in a woodland, is get to know it. You know, come by yourself without the camera, just have a little walk around. If you've got a dog, take your dog for a walk, and just look at these places and just see the trees for what they are. At first there won't be anything that will come to you, but the more you look at them, the more you actually see. I believe in that. The more you look, the more you see. And I see more now since coming here in March, when this place was pretty much leafless, no leaves on the trees or anything. There was no bracken. It was all dead orange bracken, although it looks quite nice taking a shot in the camera, even of that type of picture. So guys, thanks for watching this week's video. I will see you in a couple of weeks. Until then, cheery bye.